Are we live?
Maybe in like a minute.
Okay, a minute.
Don't like sometimes it just starts randomly, so like anything we say probably is being recorded right now.
I've been under the impression that we were being recorded, so I just wanted
Yeah,
to. I was just curious.
no, we should be live like any second now.
Okay, amazing.
Okay, I think we are live. Yeah, we are.
Okay, amazing. What an event.
What an event! Microphone, speaker, AirPods. Can you hear me, Kelly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can everyone else hear me? Anyone that's, do we have anyone here yet? I
Mm, Let me
think
pull
we
it up
should
on my
be.
phone.
Are people watching us? Hi, Anthony. Oh yeah, we're live. People can hear us. Can you hear us? I'm gonna pull it up on my phone to see if I
Yeah,
can
me
hear
too.
myself.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh,
you on my phone.
okay, yeah, great. What Jesus, what an event. My God.
I was just saying, this is truly one of the most memorable events I've seen ever. Like, this is
I
going up there in
just
my Rolodex of like really insane competitions that I'm really glad I watched with all of you while it
yeah,
was happening because
we watched live together on a platform, so it was fun. I mean, it was just shocking.
yeah,
Jacob
so
Sanchez
many.
was third on the free.
I mean, he was great,
He was
but a
fantastic
lot
too.
of things took place to make that happen.
They didn't even call a lot of Tomoki's jumps. I'm looking at it right now.
What did they ding him on?
They
He's
only gave him a Q on the first quad toe and a Q on the second, the triple flip.
did they just okay, did they just go crazy with like levels and GOE?
Max one. Okay, base value. Tomoki even had a higher base value. I guess just the sloppiness of the elements. And the PCS got 2 points higher. Tomoki had negative GUE on one, two, three, four elements. Max had negative GUE on three elements. Jason, what did Jason place in the long? Jason was
Wait,
12th in the long.
can you send me the protocol?
Yes, 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 yes. I'm gonna text it to you right
I'm so
now.
curious because there's a 20-point gap between Andrew and Tomoki, and I just want to know how the hell that happened.
I mean,
Like,
Andrew was really, really good.
okay, Andrew was amazing. He locked in. As soon as I saw his gorgeous, stern-looking
Sec
Russian mom presiding over, I was like, he needs to do
he was
this.
ready
Like
to,
when
he
I
was,
saw,
I knew it that he was going to come and lock in after that
yeah,
short program.
we all felt it. He looked confident and honestly, that was the best he's ever skated, so congrats to him.
Yeah.
I have to give credit where credit's due.
He,
Um,
and I knew, I didn't have a good feeling about Jason this whole week. Um,
no.
I didn't feel good about, I watched the practices and when before he skated, they showed his parents and they looked concerned. And then one of my friends messaged me and said that it looked like, it looked like he was a little red in the nose, like might have been ill or something. It didn't look like he had the the fire or just the strength, I think, to get through another program. I think just the whole season, the culmination of everything. I need to mute all of my messages right now. I'm so sorry.
I'm
People
really
are messaging
curious
me.
if Jason is either sick or injured, or if this is simply just like his condition now due to,
I wonder if
his
he's
age and
sick.
wear and tear.
I
Um,
don't think he would have bombed this bad.
yeah.
It was really, really, and just a terrible way to watch, your career end. Like that's never how you want to see someone's career end at all. Like no matter like how we felt about the scoring, like we weren't actively rooting against him, like it just, and it's terrible to see like what happened, it's so sad.
Yeah,
Um,
that was so shocking and really sad. And I really I hope that he's sick or I hope that he's injured just because was
Yeah,
so much
so
worse than
jarring.
all. I mean, like the other night, you and I were totally in agreement that he didn't look good and that like inflating him that much was doing no one a favor. And
Yeah.
then tonight it was just like, yeah, you can't cheat your way out of this. I mean, you can cheat your way out of some other things, but not
Yeah.
that.
And
But
we don't
not
even, I'm
that.
not, I want to make this clear before someone comments this because I know some people thought when I said something around the lines of like they're cheating for Jason. Jason isn't cheating. The judges they were helping him in the short program, but I mean that at this point it's just like null of what like whatever they did in the short program, it doesn't matter. Like they couldn't help him from that free skate. It was so sad to see and just it totally changed the mood I think of the event. It was one part that was really funny. Someone wrote this down. They said when your program music says I will stumble and fall, and then Alex was singing that when we
I'm
were watching.
I
That was kind of
know
funny. There was a
that
little, but
there's lots of skaters that won't skate to music that has some,
the
lyrics
word
about
fall,
falling, and I
yeah,
agree. I would
there
not do
is
that either.
something. But um I guess where do you even want to begin? I mean, Ilya was crazy. What he did still with even like his because he had the worst
Oh my
practices
God.
ever.
We were so worried.
Can
Um
we like say what? Should we not share that? Maybe we shouldn't share
I'm
that.
yeah. But I mean his practices today were
We're god
horrific.
awful.
He left the practice early.
He
And
did, which I think was smart.
yes, but there were rumors about him withdrawing and
Yeah.
not skating. And he ultimately just decided to water down his content, which was very smart, but it wasn't
I mean,
that watered.
watered
I mean, it
down,
wasn't that
Kelly.
watered down. I mean, he left out like how many quads? Like one or
Okay, he took
two?
out three quads for
Okay, he took
him.
out three
He took out
quads.
three quads.
But how many
So,
did he do?
well, four technically if you count the axle, but he still did.
Wait, he did quad axle?
No, 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 no. He took out the if you're counting all of his quads, he took out the
Okay,
quad
sorry.
axle,
Yeah,
quad
oh right.
lutz,
Oh, okay.
quad loop, and quad toe. So he took out
Okay,
four.
got it, got it. And so how many did he do?
He did
I can just look at what Jackie
three.
Wong
He
tweeted.
did three.
Okay.
Um, I don't think Ilya's injured. He's from what we've heard is that the boots are
Hmm.
causing him pain. They're just not broken in at this point. And when
Yeah.
you have boots that aren't broken in, like it's really painful to skate in them. Like they're just
Hmm.
like painful on all sides. It kind of varies on like skater to skater and boot to boot of like where the pain is, but um, like I know for me, like when I break in boots, it's like more on like it's like on the ankle. So, but
Hmm.
I don't know, it might be like different for him. So,
Yeah, I
um,
have a feeling that he probably skated through a lot of pain
yeah,
tonight. And that just goes to show how mentally tough he is, especially after such like a chaotic event. Like the
yeah,
energy leading into it, it was such a roller coaster.
and he didn't do a lot on the warm up or the practice ice before.
Mm-mm.
So like he didn't do. I don't think he did a single triple flip at all on the warm up or even the practice before, and he pulled out a quad flip in the long,
It's just
pulled out a
crazy.
quad lutz. Like he's just so assured of his technique and so assured of himself that as people are texting me, he's just so
Yeah.
assured of
It,
everything that it's incredible like how he's able to pull this off.
it's honestly completely mind-blowing. And
Yeah.
I just really hope that he rests and
Breaks in those
breaks
boots.
in those boots gently. Don't hurt yourself. We have to save you for the Olympics.
Yeah. And
But
he,
yeah,
he doesn't need yeah.
but yeah, even the backflip looked like it had a kind of scary landing on it. So he really
Yeah.
just, um,
He was
Yeah,
hanging on by a thread on some of those elements, but I mean, they were just still so good too.
it was.
So
And yeah, and I enjoy that program now. I've like
yeah.
gotten it's grown on me. I don't know why. Maybe just like hearing his voice so many it's just exposure therapy. Like I
Do
look
you
forward
like
to it now.
do you like being nothing but not something?
Yeah, I like to, I like to be existential during his programs and just to be reminded of my
Um,
own mortality.
we will get to Canada. Everyone that's asking us to talk about Canada, we will get there.
Oh my gosh,
We have a
yes, we
lot.
did watch
We
Canada in
watched
between.
everything today. We've watched a lot of skating today.
Oh my
But there's
God.
just obviously like US men is fresh on our minds, so we're
Hmm.
gonna get this done with first. I mean, Andrew, his skating quality was so good in that long. Like everything was so
It
gorgeous.
was perfect. It was the skate of his life.
Um, skate of his life, skate. He like, and you knew it. You knew it after the mistake in the short program that he was going to rally back.
Hmm.
And I had the feeling that Jason wasn't going to do it. So I kind of thought initially it was going to be Tomoki that was going to get that third spot. But when then you had Tomoki skate and you start to see him, you see him go through some of these elements and you start to see a lot of sloppy landings here and there. And, um, like you start to see all this start to pile up a little bit. And I'm like, you watch Max and he had some mistakes too. And you're like, they both were pretty comparable in the short. Tomoki had a little bit of a lead. Maybe he'll eke it out. I kind of thought Tomoki was going to go ahead initially. And then I started seeing like some of the judges or started some of the jump starting to get called. Um, yeah, the in between stuff isn't good for Tomoki. That is true, Anthony. But um, I don't know. What did you think? I'm gonna go grab something really quick, but
I
I'll let
mean,
you.
truthfully, I thought, of all
I'm
the
still here. I'm
men,
just
like
grabbing
if we're
something.
talking about like if every man is at their best, like I'm not gonna lie, when I saw Max's clean programs at that one comp like a couple months ago, like when he skates perfectly clean, I was like, wow, he really has like such gorgeous
Yeah.
skating quality that I love and like aesthetically I'm drawn to and I really appreciate. And Tomoki doesn't have that for me. Like his style is a
Hmm.
little more frantic and
All
unrefined,
over the place.
He's not holding nice positions really long or really like, but he's very but at the same time he's very solid and I completely expected him to go right behind Andrew. And so did Jackie
Yeah.
Wong. So did Jackie Wong. And I understand like that maybe he didn't hit every level or like the GOE on certain elements may not be as high as other skaters, but I was still shocked that he landed two quads and, basically landed everything and then ended up 20 points behind Andrew Torgashev. I just thought that was,
Well, I mean, Andrews, you got to look at the protocol. I mean,
I do.
Didn't
Let me get it.
do the second axle. He didn't do a combination for that. Um, he had level three spin. I mean, looking at the base
Okay.
value, Andrew has 4 points more on the base value of Tomoki.
Okay.
Um,
Okay,
they're
that makes
pretty
more sense.
comparable. Yeah. And Andrew's
See,
quality is like, I think, a lot higher on the jumps than Tomoki's, you know?
it is, but I am shocked that they put Tomoki. I mean, let's talk about Tomoki compared to Jacob Sanchez and Max now.
Okay. Jacob Sanchez to me had an incredible free skate. It
Hmm.
was it was a little boring, but it was very nice. And I really everything that he did for the jumps for the most part was like when he hit it, it was like a plus three, plus four, plus three, plus four, and like everything.
Yeah.
Um, is it technically the most difficult compared to some of the other men? No, but his base value was up there with the men. If you look, he
Yeah,
was
okay, so
less than a point.
so Jacob Sanchez got third in the free.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean like he did okay, yeah, he does two triple axles and a triple axle triple toe. Okay. I'm starting to understand it more. I think I assumed because of the short program that I was like, if Tomoki goes clean, like how could he go
They
behind? And
they did.
he didn't make any major errors and he landed two quads. So I was just like, how does this all this happen? But yeah, I guess I'm looking at it. If you really like look at the quality of everything, it does make sense. But I'm still
I
kind of
will
surprised
say,
at how everything shook out.
I will say they did help Tomoki out a little bit more than I thought they did because I think both of the quads looked a little short on the replays that we saw and the triple flip too. They could have gone, I think, a little bit harder on Tomoki than they did.
Okay.
Um, which did shock me because I think they were inclined to go with Max. I think they were going to try to make the push for Max if he had any shot to
Yeah.
make it. But, and I think, can I be quite honest?
Yeah.
Um, they both skated pretty comparable that I think like, like it didn't really matter too much. Like I think Tomoki obviously nailed the short, but I think it was a little bit messier at some points in the long. I mean, Jacob Sanchez was fantastic, I think. I think he really could have shot up a
Yeah.
little bit better if he had a better short, but I think they're just going to go with the top three though for the Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, Jason's out at this
Jason's
point.
out.
And
The
I didn't think it was possible for us to be here. I really, because of the cheating in the short, I'm sorry, not the cheating in the short program, but the overinflation of his score in the short program. I was like, okay, he's going. And you said you heard on the run through that at the live show yesterday, Adam and Ashley were like, Jason's going.
they did say that. They did say that. And which would I will say, if you think about it, do you think it would have helped? Do you think Jason would have made the Olympic team if he withdrew from the free skate and didn't skate?
Ooh, I don't know, maybe.
I
He could
think
like
they would have really.
he could petition on body of work. He could say like I'm sick, I have a cold or something because there must be something going on with him outside this was like
Mhm.
exceptionally like
I didn't expect him to be that bad.
yeah, this was
You
exceptionally
know,
messy.
I thought maybe a mistake on the two axles, and then I thought like maybe he'd cheat the other like a triple triple here and there,
Hmm.
after that I thought he would be solid on the remainder of the elements, and just for him to completely fall apart, I think was just absolutely shocking to me. Um, the one argument you God, I'm getting messages.
He was 12th in the free. Oh my God.
The one argument I think you might see from some people is that if you do look at this season, Tomoki has had a more consistent and much higher quality results on the Grand Prix and in the fall. Um, so they could argue that for Tomoki, and with it being so close, I could see that argument being panned out. But I think it doesn't really, I think just the results don't really hold that much weight enough to
Mhm.
just knocks the whole top three at nationals. Like I do think they'll go with the top three, but that is something I could see potentially maybe pan out with a slight chance of it happening. Um,
I think we're gonna see Tomoki at four continents, and I think we're gonna see Max and Torgshev at the
who
Olympics. Now we just have to wonder how the F they're gonna do the team event.
you put in Andrew for the long and
Yeah, Andrew's got
you
to do
pray
the
to God.
free. Yeah, you pray.
Yeah, no, NBC does not want Tomoki, and neither the storyline for sure. I think they're going to go with the top three. I'm just saying if they did do this with a more holistic point of view, I think that you could see that other outcome potentially, like 2% chance maybe happen. But
You mean
I would not
2%
bet
of
on it.
Jason being on the team?
No, no, Tomoki going over
Oh, okay. I'm so
Max.
sorry. Sorry, sorry.
No, 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 you're good. You're good.
Um,
You're good. I don't think that's going to happen, but
no, I mean they had
you
sorry,
can't do that.
I don't mean to be maudlin, but they had the camera like on Max. Like
They knew.
right like they had
Yeah.
it like they were setting it up almost. Um, and I'm not mad about it.
No, no, no. I'm not either. I'm not saying
I'm
like this is like a big scandal. I'm just saying like
I honestly like if I can be completely blunt, I thought it was so grotesque how much they exploited
I
Max's
agree.
story after the short program. I don't know if I felt comfortable to say it in the moment, but after thinking about it, like when I rewatched it, like some of Andrea Joyce's questions, I just thought were like a little bit too like
Yeah.
leading and exploitative. Like I thought it was kind of gross. And one of the craziest thoughts I've ever had, which I apologize for, but I was like, if they're gonna exploit this poor kid's story, the least they can do is give him like higher PCS or
Yes.
like inflate him like
Like cheat a little bit for
85.
him. Like,
Yeah,
come
like
on.
do it. And so yeah, so you know what? I'm glad that, Max was not exploited for nothing.
Hmm.
And I'm really glad that he gets this opportunity. He's a beautiful skater and he seems like an amazing person. And I think he's going to inspire a lot of people. And I think ultimately this will have like a healing, positive ripple effect that like we kind of need because n none of these men are going to meddle or have much of an impact otherwise. And I don't know.
Yeah. Like Ilya is the only one
I'm
that's going to the
I'm
Olympics for us
sorry.
that has
I know
a,
I know I'm being
yeah.
so emotional and illogical, and I would maybe get mad if another country did things this way, but this is just how I feel.
And can I say, I feel like going back to like what we were live, after Andrew skated, I did not think Max would end up on the team. I don't know if you felt the same way, but like I just after I saw Andrew skate, I was like, and after Max popped, or sorry, had a mistake on the second quad sow, I was like,
Hmm.
there's just no way that it was going to happen, and it just like somehow, some way, like it aligned perfectly that he made it. Like it's just crazy when you
It's,
think about it.
I know one of my friends texted me and she was like, we got Max on the team, but at what cost?
Yeah,
Like,
it just
so the
Jason
amount
fell
of,
apart.
it's crazy how so many things just like fell into place. Like, there's an Etsy witch out there that got paid
Whoever
very,
hired that Etsy witch, like,
show
oof,
yourself.
light a candle for everyone. Someone said I didn't think they'd put Jason that low. I mean, I think like they couldn't do much.
What choice? I mean, like I'm looking at his protocol right now, and they basically like anything that he managed to do, like the choreo sequence or the spins, they gave him. They just like inflated the GOE to the gods, you know.
Yeah, they couldn't
And
do anything when you
yeah,
do that. Like, there's just no way.
yeah,
They gave him a +2 on his double loop. Like, it just,
I know. I saw that. I'm just like +2. I know. When I
it
was looking,
just
yeah, looking at it's
called the
like
axle. Like they tried the best that they could, but
yeah, which
um,
honestly they should like preserve his dignity. This is like
it's so heartbreaking. Like that's
it's really
never a
sad.
way.
I wonder, do you think there's a way to like like should they, what if they send him to Worlds or something? Like do you think if maybe he's not sick, he can get through his programs at Worlds and have that be a send off? Like I don't
Yeah,
want
I
things to
think
end like this. And I
they
think
could,
he's
I could see that being a case. I think so. You send I think for the Olympics, you send the top three. Do you put Jacob Sanchez as the first alternate? You go with Tomoki for the first alternate, right?
ooh.
I think you
I go with
go,
I think I go with
so you go
Tomoki
Tomoki.
just because like he's his experience this season. Honestly, before this event started, like we all have like our emotional faves and the people that we're rooting for. But I did have this thought where I took myself, I took my emotions out of it for a second. I was like, if like my life depended on like who, like betting on someone who was gonna just like get through their program without any like major errors, I would bet on Tomoki. Like he seems
Hmm.
like the
He
safest
looked
one.
incredible
So
the
safe,
whole week.
so solid.
Um, Other men, I guess we can talk a little about maybe some of the other men. Liam Kapikis was really nice here too. He did
Hmm.
a great job. Daniel Martinev had a lot of jumping talent, I think, in that first half of his quad or first half of his free skate.
His jumps are huge, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob tried some quads on the practice ice this week. It didn't really go well, but
Mm.
do you want to switch to dance? I feel like
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about
Yeah, let's do
the
dance,
men.
then Canada.
Let's do Dance Canada, and then we can wrap it up. And then
Mhm.
tomorrow, Kelly Clayton and I will be recording the U.S. recap tomorrow. So more time hearing us blab about
Mhm.
skating. Um, this was pretty cut and dry. Like no
Yeah.
controversy in this event. Like I
Except
have,
for how low the shibs continue to drop and
yeah,
the shocking error that Alex made, like literally
on the
running into
twizzle.
literally in the twizzle, the element that he yelled at Maya about.
No, he yelled about the rocker.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
It was about the rocker, or it was a counter rocker counter. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a rocker. Um, yeah, I think I had tweeted. I said they focus too much on the rocker and not enough on the twizzles.
Yes.
But let's talk about. And they did say actually, Shibutani did say. Alex said, did you expect to see us skating this year? Like maybe we're not done yet. So I don't know. Maybe they'll continue, but
I
I
mean,
wouldn't put money on it.
what else do they have going on? They might as well.
That's
Like they
true.
did all this work. Like,
They did, but they're so low. But I do think they could get boosted. They also needed like 6 more months, I think, of training to really be competitive, you
yeah.
know? So maybe they continue, but
If they're able to like consistently train, it seems they've had like a lot of like starting and stopping and like, it's like they had these like breaks in their training between Maya being sick and then with her injury and whatever. I'm sure Alex has stuff too, but like they haven't been able to consistently like build, and I wonder like if they're able to do that, maybe they could
mhm,
improve now that they're kind of back in it. I mean, they did a whole new short program. And
yeah. And
like
it
that's
sucked,
that's
but
I know that's a crazy amount of effort for so little payoff. I mean,
yeah. I have to say, this might be shocking for some people. I really think Chock and Bates looked really good in the free dance.
their twizzles looked really good and their lifts were
They
magnificent.
the program finally sung to me in a way that it has not sung at all this season, and I really anticipate it to get better as the year goes on. But um, better is once they get to the Olympics. But I really think they're on like a good trajectory of where they are at right now. Someone asked if we think that they'll split the ice dance a team or ice dance discipline in the team event. I don't know. It depends on
No,
if they split the men.
I think they have to split the men. Ilya's not doing both programs. He just
He
won't.
won't. Yeah.
He's said he wants to split it. So,
And they're not going to split. They're not going to have one woman do both programs. If they were to have one woman do both programs, I think they pick the one that has no chance of like a has not no chance, but I think has the smallest chance of an individual medal, which would be Isabeau. But
you think? You
I
think they'd
think
have
they
Isabeau
want
do both pro? I think they would just.
if they
I think if they
had
had
to
one woman,
have
they would have Alyssa do
maybe
it because
Alyssa.
she
Yeah,
has the international backing and she would probably be
yeah,
like, YOLO, sure, like
sure,
fun.
yeah. Which they should have done in 2022, but they did not. Zingis and Klesnik were so trained. It just was gorgeous free dance.
So
Everything that they were,
solid.
it was just so technically superior. Um,
Yeah, clearly the second best, if not best team out there.
they think that you think the team event needs to go. I like it. I just think they should
Oh,
move it to the end.
they should totally move it to the ends.
Was there anything else we needed to like generally talk about, like maybe like NBC or anything? I forgot. I know we talked about things.
Oh, I'll just mention that I stand with Christine Brennan, and I think the plushie stunt was cringe because of the commercial tie-in. Everyone's being so mean to her on Twitter, but I had to tweet and defend her. She's right for that article. So that's
I
that's
need
what
to
I'll say.
read, like really go in and read it. I like looked at it at a surface level. Um, Christine, you don't think they'll split the women? I do.
I do.
Um, Christine and Anthony, I like the perfume free dance. It's a good build. I think it's had a good cut to it. I don't have a lot to say too much about dance because I haven't been able to go and take a second look
Hmm.
at what everything. So this is all pretty just like live, raw emotion of what I felt in the moment.
Yeah, I thought
Um,
that they looked really good. I liked
they
their
look
program.
sharp.
Yeah. I love that the ghost of Anna Sherbakova still haunts like US skate. Like we had a boy who was dressed like her Olympic.
Lucius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucius was his costume is influenced by her Olympic dress. And then
Oh,
this
the
music.
commercials.
Mhm. Oh my
That's what
God.
we wanted to talk about. We should save that for the real
We'll save it
episode
for
though.
tomorrow, but we just want to say, like, I'm sure everyone can feel the frustration and brain damage from having that many commercials and ads in one competition, especially when the freaking like tech box is sponsored by, a medication.
Jardians, a GLP-1,
Yeah, and then like the announcers have to constantly bring up the Jardian's tech box and like
or
does someone want
The Prevagen replay or whatever it was. Like,
the average American is gonna like go like watch this and think that the Jardian's tech box is like a universal thing in skating.
I don't even think like the average American knows I like what Jardians is. Like, who's going around and being like, "Oh, did you get your Jardians prescription this month?" Like, what? Like, no.
Well, I don't
Um,
know. Maybe this
anything,
audience is.
yeah, anything else about the dance? Green and Parsons, I thought were a little sloppy at some parts, but I feel bad for them because they're the alternates again 4 years later. So,
I sort of, okay, I know they're a little sloppy, but I kind of like their skating more than CPOM.
okay, that's not a hot take.
I love like I've always thought that they were very creative and innovative, and watching their free skate tonight, I was just gagged multiple times at how interesting, like they have really cool like transitions in and out of things, and like I mean some of their positions are kind of fugly, but a lot of it is really
Mhm.
innovative and just like refreshing to watch. So I just really appreciate them and that they have like a very distinct personal
Oh,
style, which is so rare in ice dance where everyone just looks the same or is copying a prior program or ripping something else off, you know? So I just appreciate
yeah.
them and I wish that, things could have shook out differently for them because yeah, I think I just like watching them more than Ponomarenko. But
Okay.
anyway, let's move on to Canada.
No, no. Before we move on to Canada, let's name our Olympic team right now for every discipline. Let's
Okay.
just do it. All right. You go first.
Wait, sorry, is this what we think is going to happen or what we
What we think
want?
is going to happen.
Okay. Women, obviously the big three.
The three.
Um, Ilia, Torgashev, and Max.
Hmm.
Chock Bates, Zingis Kolesnik, Carrera Ponomarenko.
Yeah.
Pairs,
This is
definitely.
the only one you have a debate, I think.
Well, I think it's safe to say it is 11:37 p.m. on Saturday night, and Lisa does not
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
citizenship.
She's not going.
So I'm gonna
And
say Cam O'Shea.
mhm.
Um,
Now, this is the question I want to pose to you. Do you send Chin and Hao for a better result or like a one or two spot higher result? Or do you send Shin and Naj to develop them for the next quad?
oh,
That's the big question, I think.
girl, I am Team Shinaj. Like
Yeah,
I was shocked at how underscored they were yesterday, in my opinion. I thought they got freaking
I
hosed.
need to look at the protocols, but I think it actually kind of was a little fair because they did cheat the jumps,
Look,
but and they did make a mistake on the lift, but I
I'm
also
not
would
I'm
send
not
them for the development.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh,
saying
sorry, I'll
that
let you go.
I'm not saying that they did like the best free skate. It was they
Yes.
were clearly struggling, but they fought through it and like I think you need to like I don't know, build them up because Chan and Hao I don't think are continuing and I mean, I was also something that I want to say is that apparently Spencer went to like military training this summer instead of like training on the ice.
Hmm.
And I think if you want to go to the Olympics, that you shouldn't be doing that.
That's a fair assessment. Um, I think I will say I do think you can develop Shin and Naj without sending them to the Olympics. Like you can give, I think you could maybe give them Worlds as the third team for Worlds. I think
Oh,
that might
I
be a
hope
good
so.
consolation because if they're not going to send, but here's the thing though, like the other two teams, McBeath and Parkman and Efimova Mitrofanov are not eligible for the Olympics, and I would say those two probably should go to Worlds
Mm,
over them. But
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I do
yeah,
think Shin would
I
land
don't
more
think Shannon
jumps than
and
Chan.
Howe have business going over okay, over Shin
Yeah.
and Naj. I thought like that short program was so good from Aj. I think like that short program showed how much potential they have,
Hmm.
and I think you should nurture that.
I agree. I think it would be really tough. I might send Shin and Naj because of the development, but I think I could see it. I would respect if they did go either way. You know, I just the team event though, rip the team event because we have no one that can do the team event. You know,
Unless Ted Cruz comes in at the last hour, like
Ted Cruz needed to come in apparently by today because they did the deliberation for the pairs already. So
God,
that's already been decided.
he continues to be useless.
And Megan Duhamel posted like a sad quote on Instagram on her story. So I think they sent Chan and Hal, but
I
I can't, I don't know.
I did see that story and I was like, is this about skating or is this about something else? But yeah, it's about
I
skating.
think it's probably about skiing. Let's talk about Canada. Let's talk a little bit of recap of Canadian nationals before we sign off. And you'll
Yeah.
hear more of us throughout the next couple of days. But
Hmm.
Stephen Gogolev going to the Olympics.
He did great. Congrats to Steven.
Congrats to Roman. Fantastic free skate. It was so emotional
Hmm.
after that. Um, Gogolev has the potential to do very well at the Olympics too, I have to say. He's skated very well and has been on an upward trajectory this season.
Yeah.
Um, the big deal, I think, was in the women's event.
Oh,
Um,
yes. The
Minso
upset,
Kwan is leading the short program after the women's event.
which is kind of not surprising. I think if any of
No,
us, would have wanted to make an educated guess, we knew that Minsol was going to do quite well in Canada. Um,
yes, her
thought she
jumps
could
are
have
fantastic.
thought she
Yeah,
could have scored even higher here. Typical, I don't know what's going on in Canada. They don't seem to want to really inflate the way we like to here in America.
they don't want to cook. But Gabby Daleman too. My God, she could have been higher if she had hit that triple Lutz. She could have had a huge gap between her and Skeezus.
You know what? Her combo was
Um,
great.
her combo was great.
And
Her
I
triple Lutz
like
was
her
not.
program a lot. Like she's like performing. She's giving it. Like
Yes.
I love watching her because she's gonna give you a show, even if she's like, maybe she'll like step out of her Lutz. Like she's gonna perform her ass off, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Madeline Skeezus, she hit that combination and they were really going with her. They gave her +3 on everything up until that double loop. I I don't know who's going to come out on top tomorrow. I would like it to be Gabby Dillman, but I mean, Maddie Skeezus is a fighter and she locks in at Canadian Nationals for the most part
Hmm.
each time every year. So I would not count her out at all. She is gritty. And she said at the press that there is no chance over her dead body that she's letting Gabby Dillman get on that Olympic team. So, I mean, these girls are going to be fighting
To
tooth
which
and
Gabby
nail.
said, "I am like a witch, and you can't kill me."
You can't kill me.
Quoting Adam Rippon.
Yeah. So, what do
Um,
I think? What do I think it will take for them not to send Maddie? If Maddie is close to Gabby Dillman in the score, Gabby has to like have a big win. I think she has to have like a +5 point difference. I think if it's
mhm.
even close at all, I think they're going to be inclined to send Maddie because of her body of work argument.
Yeah.
Um, she
I
needs a
mean,
big win.
Gabby has a fantastic body of work as well as Olympic champion.
She does, but not for this quad, which they will look at. So. that is something that will hurt her for
It's
sure.
true. It's true. Well, I can't wait to see.
Um,
Should we talk about pairs?
yes, let's talk about the pairs.
Congrats to Trent.
Congrats to, first off, congrats to Kellyanne and Lucas Etier, because that to me was my Canadian national champion.
Okay, okay.
They were so good in that free skate. It was so emotional, such a great moment for them. But Trent too, Trent really did a great job pulling through after making two big mistakes to start the program. That is super tough, I feel like, to compartmentalize, like knowing that your Olympic spot, hearing that score from the team that's fighting for your spot right before you, and
Mm-hmm.
then being able to stand up and do the remainder of your difficult elements. That takes a lot of guts and a lot of fight and grit, and you have to give them props for that. So
No, totally. They met the moment and found themselves on on the top of the podium. It's crazy.
yeah, well, I mean, Deanna's had a rough year too.
So I
Um,
heard that she is sick right now.
yes, I
I
did
was,
see that.
yeah, so I saw that on Twitter. Looked incredible in her Oscar de la Renta dresses.
Yes. Loved the short program one.
I like both of them.
I don't mind the free. It's just not my favorite.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was rough.
Yeah.
I hope she takes some time to not be sick and comes back
Sh
stronger.
she's been sick a lot this year. There's been a lot of times where she said she's been very ill after events or at events, and I really wonder, like, are they are they pushing themselves a little bit too hard this year? Is she not getting, like, are they not taking the health 100%? I don't know. But and they've done this at a couple Canadian nationals where they've had, poor free skates and have been able to pull out the win. But there's the mistakes I think they made here were just, you couldn't ignore it. It was kind of like a lesson version of Jason Brown where they couldn't help them.
Yeah.
But um
Well, if anyone can come back, it's my Queen Deanna. So
it is
I'm gonna
Deanna.
still put faith in her that she's can hopefully take a break and like put an end to whatever is causing this chaos in their training and their competitions. I really want to see her do well, especially in those gorgeous, gorgeous dresses. Like, holy shit.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
have you watched her documentary?
I haven't yet, and I really need to.
I know, I do too.
I mean,
I
we've
mean,
had
it
a
just,
lot, there's
yeah,
been a lot coming,
it
a
just
lot of
came out like
skating this
five
week.
seconds ago, so we'll get to it
So
eventually, but
we
I
will get
can't.
to it. Um, I will say one thing before we sign off. I think Canadian Nationals has now opened the door for Leah and Trent to do the free skate at the team event. I think
Ooh,
I think they have to at this point.
yeah. So who do you, well, I mean, I guess they're only going to have one woman and one man.
Yeah. So they can't,
So they have, oh, I guess, I mean,
they're not going to split the dance
right. But yeah, no, they should definitely split the team event for sure.
for the pairs because I think
Yeah.
Leah and Trent might do a better free skate at this point than Deanna and Max.
Do it just to save them.
Yeah, that's true
Yeah,
also.
for sure. That's a
Um,
really smart decision.
yeah, I haven't looked at the documentary, so I don't know like how much Deanna's eating, but I know people are writing that in the chat, so
Oh, what are
that's
they
what I'm
saying
responding
about?
to. I'm not trying to bring that up, but
Oh no.
uh,
Oh, that makes me so. Oh, it says
I hope
Deanna.
that she's taking care of herself.
Oh
That's
man.
what I'll say.
Damn. Okay.
Focus
Prayers to
on
Deanna.
recovery, focus on health, make sure, she's going to be healthy for the Olympics because I feel like she's just been sick a lot this year. But do you have any final thoughts, Kelly, on all the skating today? Because
Final thoughts is just like, holy
what
shit.
a crazy
Like,
day.
I am just gonna be processing all of this chaos and looking at these protocols and just
I'm going to go rewatch the whole event.
yeah, I'm gonna maybe journal, go take a walk. I
Write
don't know.
down what I would take a walk, but is it midnight yet? Almost midnight.
It's almost
So,
midnight. Well,
well,
what a long ass day of watching skating,
yeah.
but it's been really fun and
And we're so happy to share it with all of you guys. And thanks for coming and supporting and writing all the comments and leaving your thoughts. And we've had a lot of people message us this week too. So, if, thank you all for that. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll do our regular recording, which will probably come out Monday afternoon. And then Monday, we'll record our Canadian Nationals recap because Canadian Nationals will conclude tomorrow. So make sure you take your Jardians, take your Prevagen, like make sure you are caught up on your memory, caught up on your GLP-1s, and
yes.
book an American cruise. Like,
Oh
why
yeah.
not?
I don't know if you guys were getting the cruise ads, but because we were watching through Nolan's location, which is Florida, we're getting all these ads for a cruise. And by the end of the
I
show
was
program,
ready to
I was
book
like,
one.
I know, I was like, guys, maybe we really should go on this cruise now. Like these commercials, because they're playing so many ads, they're starting to work on me. So I think recovering from this competition, I'm going to try to avoid any advertisements or commercials. I'm going to turn on my
Avoid
ad block.
Peacock.
Yeah,
I'm gonna avoid Peacock for like a week.
yeah. Everyone turn on your ad block for like the next week because we need to like fix our brains and detox from all that.
Oh my God, I have to tell my mom that the boy that she wanted made it. Max made it.
Oh
I
my
told her that
God.
he wasn't gonna make it when he skated, and he did.
Wait,
So she's gonna be really
I
happy
need your
about
mom's,
that.
I can't, I need your mom's
I will record.
reactions.
I will record. I'll
I
tell her
loved your mom's
tomorrow.
reactions during dance. She was so
She was
funny.
she was honest.
Nolan's mom was talking about like people's hair and their like
Yeah.
style, and it was just, I just love when like a parent weighs in.
Yeah, she was giving unfiltered thoughts. But yeah, well, we'll see you all tomorrow. And
Yep.
everyone, thanks for coming
Mm-hmm.
and get some rest and get ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
See you all soon.